Hi, hello. I've tried to record this Zoom probably like 5 times right now, and Isabella is just not cooperating. So let's give it another go. I'm gonna hurry up, run through how I plan out my month, the beginning of the month, and kind of a little bit about my morning routine that I have established because I think it is so important to really fill up your own personal cup before you pour out to others. So, with that being said, um, first thing in the morning is I always have my products next to my bedside, and I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, and I always say how important it is to share that you're taking your products first thing in the morning. So that's the first thing that I do. I take my products and I share them taking my products on social media, usually with the time because they're seeing like, oh my God, she has a kid. She's still getting up before her. She's taking her products. Like I want that. Like I want to feel that good in the morning to get up before my kid and to tackle the day. So I always try my best to share that. And 9 times out of 10, I'm sharing it in my bed. And I think that's so freaking important to show your audience that because they're like, how is she doing that? I want that. So that's the first thing that I do. And then I put my phone away. I share that first thing in the morning and then I put my phone away because I think that if you, the first thing that you do, if you create a habit of picking up your phone the second that you open up your eyes and you're scrolling social media, you're taking in all that negativity, going into a comparison mode because you're looking at this, oh my God, she already accomplished all that, like this, that, and the other, or whatever the case may be. You're feeding your mind all of that, and then your thoughts are going to spiral to where you don't want them to go first thing in the morning because then it kind of like offsets your entire day. So I post my products and then I immediately put my phone down and then I dive into the book that I'm currently reading. So right now I'm reading The Miracle Morning. I just started it, and it is just kind of about all of these things that he talks about getting done before 8 in the morning. And I'm super excited to start implementing this. And once I'm done with the book, I will share more about it. But I'm super pumped. So I always say how important it is to create, to establish like routine and a schedule. Granted, every day is going to kind of look different. Um, but it is so important to fill your mind with all of this. I say first thing in the morning because then you already are feeding your soul with all of these positive thoughts, these affirmations, what you're thankful for, your gratitude, like all of that first thing in the morning. So then throughout the day, you're looking at the blessings in your life rather than all the negativity or all of the stuff that you have to do or all the craziness. Like 9 times out of 10, you're going to reach for the more positive stuff rather than the negative if you're fueling your cup up and fueling your body with positivity than just not doing it at all. So I always say, thank you. This child, she's driving me nuts already this morning. Thank you. So that's first things first. I go, I take my products, I post my products, I put my phone down, I read my book, and then I come downstairs and I start my daily devotionals, I start my I ams, and I start my gratitude. So The Magic is the best book I think that you could possibly do for establishing like what you're grateful for and all that type of stuff. I read it one time before a while ago before quarantine, so I just picked it back up this morning and I'm super excited to really dive back into it. And then this has been my notebook for a very long time, and this is where I write every single morning my I ams, my I am affirmations. I write the 10 things that I am thankful for, and Rachel Hollis really talked about this, and she says that she only does the 24 hours before she is writing this. So the yesterday 10 things that you are thankful for that happened the day before. So then that way you're really getting down into the small little memories or the small things that happen in your day-to-day basis and be thankful for that. So you're not just, I'm thankful for my house, I'm thankful for my kid, I'm thankful for the bills that I can pay. Like, granted, yes, that's everything to be thankful for, but whenever you're really taking it within just the last 24 hours, then you are able to really appreciate the small stuff. So like me having to go to a birthday party yesterday. I was so excited that Izzy was able to play with her cousins, see her family and everything, because quarantine, we weren't really able to see anybody at all whatsoever. So now that we're kind of able to do that, I'm thankful for that. So that is something that I really think is important to do. And then I will also go in, like on the back side of the page, I will write the 10 dreams that I wish for my life as if they already happened. So I am living in our dream house that we built on 10, 15 acres. I am a mom of 3, or I am, a 200K leader. Whatever my dreams are, I write as if they already happened. So that is the daily practice that I do every single morning, and what we try to tell you guys to do, because we think it is so important to do that. So that being said, then I move on to my devotionals. What are you doing, baby? So then I move on to my daily devotionals, and right now I am currently doing 3. This is, hi, thank you. This is the 365 days of devotions to embrace what matters most. And then this is 100 Days to Be Brave. I started this a while ago and never finished, so I'm redoing it because I loved it the first time around, and I wanted to add one more. I know 3 is nuts, but I wanted to add one more before the end of the year to get it completely finished. So I am going to read 2 passages out of this every single morning from today until the end of the year to be able to finish. And then I just picked this up probably about a month or so ago, or I don't even know, but it is the Better Mom devotional, and I absolutely love this. If I don't get to it in the mornings, I always read it that night. And if you're a mom, I really love it so far. So there's that. That is what I do every single morning when I come down to my desk area, and it doesn't matter what time it is. So if I don't get up too early and I'm reading my book and Isabella wakes up earlier than usual, then whenever she comes down to play, she goes and independently plays, because that's mom life and that's what works best for me. And then I will sit at my desk for 20 minutes and really dig and dive into these, because like I said, it's so important for me to fill my cup up before I pour out to you guys, to her, to Shane, whoever it is. I think that's so important. And when I don't do that, I notice a 100% difference within my mind, my mindset, my thought process, the whole 9 yards. So there's that. I also just recently got this. It actually just came in the mail yesterday, and I'm super excited to dive into it. It is called the 90-Day Cycle to New Habits Journal, and it's 60 minutes of daily focus to transform your life and achieve your goals and dreams. And there's a couple activities in the morning, in the beginning, to do, and then it's something that you do every single day. And it's mainly for building your business, your network marketing business. So I plan to really dive into this whenever she naps today. So I will share if I really like it this week, and see if it's helpful for me or if it changes anything within, my mindset, my habits within my business. So I will share that. So that's kind of what I do in the mornings, and throughout the day, I'm listening to a podcast, or I just recently bought Dave Hollis's book on Audible. So I am going to start listening to that, like a chapter throughout the day. So then, thank you. So then I will be reading basically 2 books, but listening to one, and then listening to 1 or 2 podcasts a day. I am really determined to get my mindset, to get a bulletproof mindset by the end of this year, because I firmly believe that it takes about 2 months to really create a solid routine and implement like those healthy habits. And I don't think that you just wake up on January 1st and you're a new person. After 1 week and something gets stressful, like a party gets in the way or whatever, or you cheat, whatever the case is, it's hard to go back straight back into it of where your mindset was before, because it's not January 1st anymore. It's January 10th. Okay. So I'm determined to really make this solid, a really solid foundation for next year. And I'm going to take these last 60 days, because last 60 days, like, that's insane. It's going to fly by so fast that if you just dedicate to this, to your business and to yourself, where are you going to be January 1st? You're going to be 5 times ahead of the game. Okay. So, but the one thing that is so important is it takes you to decide. It takes you to commit. So if you didn't see, or if you're not where you want to be right now in this business, it's either you stop and you quit, or you put your full effort into this business, because half-assing it isn't going to take you anywhere. Let's be real. And if it does, it's going to take you a hell of a lot longer than it would if you just put in your full 100%. Is every single day going to be 100% on the grind? No, of course not. But get back up the next day. Don't use all those excuses to knock you down. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to start showing you how I set my intentions for the beginning of the month. And I have not done this yet, so I'm going to kind of show you guys based off of October what I have done, because if I do it on Zoom, it's going to be so long of me writing everything down. So I figured I would just show you it this way, because after I do the Zoom, I am going to go into planning my month out. Yesterday was super busy for me. Sundays are always busy, especially with our Zooms. So that's why me and Haven did our Zoom that way. And we also want to know, did you like it like that, or would you rather have it like in the moment at 9 at night on Sundays? It's just kind of hard because not everyone can hop on, and sometimes it's harder on us just because of the girls. So let us know. But what I do is when I start every single morning the beginning of every single month. Well, first of all, I have a written list of IPAs. So, and I just keep it up like in my little, like, it's like a hanger type thing. It's like kind of like a little bin, but you put it on the wall. And I put it first so I see it, so I'm looking at the IPAs. So if I didn't do all of my IPAs that day or whatever, I'm reminded that the second that I get to my desk or that I'm downstairs with Isabella, oh, my IPAs, like, I got to get that done. Okay. So with that being said, I just started doing this morning, and created this list, and I am super excited because I think that it's going to work very well within my favor, and hopefully it does. So then that way, maybe it would help you guys if you want to try it. But I did this morning, but it's the income producing activities, and I did it to where you would do a check mark on what you did that day. And I wrote down a bunch of them. I haven't finished yet because while I was in the middle of doing this, Isabella woke up this morning, but I wrote down all of the IPAs. I have a couple more to do. So then that way, as I'm doing them every single day, I can look to see what I did that day and what I didn't do, to where, our IPAs list is not always this long. Like, I put every single IPA that there possibly is, like Create a Reel, Go Live, Go Face to Face on Stories, like all of it, to where I can see like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to switch it up and go live if I went face to face on my stories today. Or tomorrow I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to do one post and a reel, like those different things. And I really think it's going to be really beneficial, and I can really I'm way much better at like pen to paper on how to do this. So there is that. And then I started creating a to-do list for what I have to do and get done that day. So I'm only going to probably write like 5 things of what to do, and my to-do list on here is just either going to be strictly about the house or Isabella, because I like to keep my income producing activities, like on my income producing activities, it's like going or like creating a training or something like that, because that's helping you guys and that's helping my tribe. So that's kind of one of my income producing activities, honestly. So that's what I would have on my thing, and I would check that off because I'm doing this today. And I also think that whenever I write my to-do list, it's just what I want to get done that day. Okay, so there's that. And then I will write like out my goals for the month. So then I'll write out all of my goals for that month on what I want to achieve. So like where I want to see in my business, how many trial packs I want to sell, how many new people I want to add to the tribe, how many new customers, how many reels or lives I want to do each week, and all that type of stuff. So that's what I will write out at the beginning of every single month. So I'm really setting my intentions for that month. And then moving on into creating a schedule. Okay, so I'm going to show you October's that way, because I haven't done November's yet. But October, so in my planner, it's just this. I got it at Burlington, I think. Okay, so sorry, she might or something. But I have in my planner, the first things thing, it says like October to do. So this is kind of just my set goals. Like I write them on here, but I also write them on a piece of paper to where I will hang up these goals on the wall. So where I'm looking at them, but I'm only going to see like when I come down, my house is a disaster. Bear with me, but it's craziness here. But to where when I first come down to my desk, I can see my goals on the wall, as to where these are a lot of my goals and just kind of my to-dos for this month on whenever I look in my planner. So I'm a very visual person. So there's that. And then I went in, this is what I did. I have to do it for November, but then I went in and I wrote down all of the work with me's first thing, and then I wrote down the Zooms and their time, and then I wrote down kind of just like what I had to do, and then just like what I had to do on the weekends or what day it was or whatever. And then what I want to implement for November is write down on each day what I'm going to share. So today I'm going to do a special on trial packs, because I want to get the products in these people's hands. So then by the middle of November, I'm enrolling them into the system because they tried the trial packs. So I'm going to do a special on trials today and really try to get out, 5 to 10 with that. And then tomorrow I will talk about the opportunity, because it's Tuesdays and we get paid. And then Wednesday I will go back into all of the products and just share like super in depth. And then Thursday I'll switch it back up to the opportunity, like little things like that. I really want to start implementing for November and strictly planning out what I'm going to be sharing and talking about. So then that way, every single night, I usually will make new content on like Monday nights while I'm laying in bed. So I have that for the following week. And I also take 1 day out, 1 or 2 days out of the week and get ready, get dressed, when my house is clean. And I have said this multiple times, but I will go around my house and change my shirts and get pictures for content to be able to post for that week. So the days where I'm super busy and I don't really have, I'm not dressed or something, then I could just pull a picture from one that I took, last week, and I could post it today. So that's what I try my hardest to do. So there is that. And then it just goes, my planner just goes in like the day to day. So like like that. And then I will go in the night before. So like tonight, I will go in and plan for Tuesday and write on my calendar what I have to get done this day for my business, because in my phone I created a to-do list for around the house. I'm not 100% worried about the to-do list for around the house, but I'm more worried about what I need to get done for my business. So I will do that. And then at the end of every month, like every calendar in my thing has this little notes. And what I'm going to start doing is writing down all of my potentials and what they were interested in. So I could write down like Cassie, she was interested in a trial pack. And then like her Instagram handle or like her phone number, depending on how I talk to her. And then I'm going to really start trying to implement that this month, because I think that is super key to then have a potentials list of everyone, what they were interested in and how I was talking to them. So then if there is a sale going on or like a huge promotion or whatever, I can check back in with them and tell them about the sale or talk to them about the opportunity for that. So that is what how I plan out every single beginning of new month. Yeah. So that is how I plan out the beginning of every single morning. And yeah, so I hope this was super helpful. If you have any questions about it at all whatsoever, just please let me know. But I think that it's really important that you go into every single month and being intentional with your goals, what you want for yourself and what you want for your business. And you have to be the one to decide to do it, because it's not going to work if you're just half in it, and you're not always going to be motivated. It just doesn't happen that way. So, yeah. So I hope it's helpful. And yeah.